Hello, my name is Deborah Cree, and this is my presentation for Case Study 3 in the course SPCE 683-809. In this video, we will explore enhancing communication and behavior management for John. We will describe the methodology used to train and support staff, discuss how validity and integrity were measured, and outline objectives for training staff, performance monitoring, feedback, reinforcement systems, functional assessment approaches, and function-based strategies to improve personnel performance. John is a bright and curious 4-year-old boy who enjoys playing with cars and building blocks. His eyes light up with excitement as he zooms his toy cars across the floor, creating imaginative scenarios and stories. Building with blocks is another favorite activity where he constructs towers and structures with great concentration and creativity. He loves to watch his favorite cartoons, often giggling and laughing at the funny characters and scenes. His laughter is infectious, spreading joy to everyone around him. Whether it's a silly joke or a playful moment, John's laugh has a way of brightening everyone's day and creating a warm, happy atmosphere. John is also autistic, which presents unique challenges in communication and behavior. Autism is a spectrum disorder, meaning it affects each individual differently. For John, it means he experiences the world in a unique way, with heightened sensitivity to sounds, lights, and textures. These sensory experiences can sometimes be overwhelming for him. John primarily communicates through gestures and some vocalizations. He might point to objects he wants or use simple hand signs to express his needs. While he does make some sounds, forming complete words and sentences is difficult for him. His family and caregivers have learned to understand his unique way of communicating, which helps bridge the gap. He has difficulty expressing his needs and wants verbally. This can be a source of frustration for John as he struggles to make himself understood. When he can't find the words or gestures to communicate, it can lead to feelings of helplessness and anger. This can lead to frustration and challenging behaviors such as crying, yelling, or throwing objects. These behaviors are not just outbursts, but are often John's way of expressing his discomfort or distress. Understanding the triggers for these behaviors is crucial in helping him manage his emotions. John thrives on routine and predictability. Having a structured schedule helps him feel secure and reduces anxiety. Knowing what to expect each day allows him to navigate his world with more confidence and less stress. Changes in his environment or schedule can be upsetting and may trigger challenging behaviors. Even small changes, like a different route to school or a new face in the classroom, can be overwhelming for John. Preparing him for these changes with visual aids or social stories can help ease the transition. He responds well to visual aids, such as picture cards and social stories, which help him understand expectations and routines. These tools provide a visual representation of what will happen next, making it easier for John to process and follow along. They are an essential part of his daily life, helping him communicate and understand the world around him. John's case highlights the importance of understanding the individual needs of children with autism and tailoring interventions accordingly. Each child with autism is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. Personalized approaches, patience, and empathy are key in supporting their development and well-being. Therapists, teachers, and caregivers play a vital role in creating an environment where children like John can thrive and reach their full potential. Effective support for John requires a team effort with trained professionals dedicated to understanding and addressing his unique needs. We began by providing comprehensive training to all staff members who interact with John. This training focused on the core principles of applied behavior analysis, a scientifically validated approach to understanding and changing behavior. We used a combination of lectures, role-playing scenarios, and hands-on practice to ensure staff members grasped the concepts and could apply them effectively with John. The training covered topics such as identifying John's communication attempts, responding appropriately to his behaviors, and implementing strategies to promote positive behavior change. We emphasize the importance of patience, consistency, and a positive approach when working with John. To ensure the effectiveness of our interventions for John, we recognize the critical importance of measuring both the validity and integrity of our strategies. This process is essential in guaranteeing that the interventions we employ are not only appropriate, but also executed correctly, ensuring the best possible outcomes for John. Validity refers to whether our chosen interventions are actually targeting the specific behaviors we aim to change. It is crucial to ensure that the interventions are designed to address John's unique needs and challenges. This involves a thorough understanding of his behavior patterns and the underlying factors contributing to them. We will achieve this by carefully defining target behaviors, collecting baseline data before intervention, and monitoring John's progress consistently. Baseline data provides a clear picture of John's behavior before any intervention is applied, serving as a benchmark to measure the effectiveness of our strategies. Consistent monitoring allows us to track changes and make necessary adjustments to our approach. Integrity, on the other hand, focuses on whether the interventions are being implemented consistently and correctly by all staff members. This ensures that every member of the team is on the same page and that the interventions are applied uniformly, which is critical for achieving reliable results. To monitor this, we will utilize direct observation checklists and regular feedback sessions to address any discrepancies and maintain fidelity to the planned interventions. Direct observation checklists help in systematically recording the implementation process, while feedback sessions provide an opportunity for staff to discuss challenges, share insights, and refine their techniques. By prioritizing both validity and integrity, we can be confident that our efforts are genuinely making a positive difference in John's life. This dual focus not only enhances the effectiveness of our interventions, but also fosters a collaborative and supportive environment for both John and the staff. Celebrating progress and acknowledging the hard work of everyone involved reinforces the commitment to continuous improvement and the ultimate goal of helping John thrive. Section 4. Unraveling the why functional assessment of John's behaviors. Understanding the reasons behind John's behaviors is crucial for developing effective interventions. By delving into the underlying causes, we can create strategies that are not only effective, but also compassionate and tailored to his unique needs. We conducted a comprehensive functional assessment to identify the antecedents, or triggers, and the consequences, or reinforcers, that maintain his challenging behaviors. This process is essential in understanding the full picture of John's behavioral patterns. This involved observing John in various settings, such as at home, in school, and during therapy sessions. We also engaged in detailed conversations with his parents and caregivers to gather their insights and perspectives. Additionally, we meticulously analyzed data collected through ABC, or antecedent behavior consequence charts, which helped us map out the specific triggers and outcomes of his behaviors. Through the functional assessment, we discovered that John's tantrums often occurred when he was asked to transition between activities. This suggested a strong desire for predictability and control in his environment. Transitions can be particularly challenging for children who thrive on routine and structure, and understanding this aspect of John's behavior was a significant breakthrough. We also found that his attempts to communicate were sometimes overlooked or misunderstood, leading to frustration and escalating behaviors. Communication is a fundamental human need, and when it is hindered, it can result in significant emotional distress. By recognizing this, we were able to focus on enhancing his communication skills and ensuring that his efforts to express himself were acknowledged and supported. These insights were invaluable in tailoring our interventions to address the root causes of his challenges. By understanding the specific triggers and reinforcers of John's behaviors, we could develop targeted strategies that not only mitigated the challenging behaviors, but also promoted positive and adaptive behaviors. This holistic approach ensured that our interventions were both effective and empathetic, ultimately leading to a better quality of life for John and his family. Section 5. Strategies for Success Function-Based Approaches for Staff. Based on the functional assessment findings, we implemented function-based strategies to support John's communication and behavior. We introduced visual schedules to provide John with a clear understanding of the day's activities and prepare him for transitions. This involved using pictures or objects to represent each activity and displaying them in a sequential order that John could easily follow. We also trained staff to recognize and respond promptly to John's communication attempts, even if they were nonverbal. This included paying close attention to his gestures, facial expressions, and vocalizations. By acknowledging and validating his efforts to communicate, we aim to reduce his frustration and encourage further communication attempts.